Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Going to be playing Galaga Arrangement today. This is on the Namco Museum Virtual Arcade from 2008. Playing it on the Xbox 360. I love my 360, not only for modern games, modern-ish games, but also for the Arcade Classics collections. Without further ado, let's check it out. Now, I was a big fan of the 1981 original Galaga, so much so that I have an arcade cabinet in my game room. This is more colorful and obviously more graphically rich than the original Galaga. You may or may not like that. This is more cutesy than the original Galaga. Got little ladybugs and things up there. One thing I don't like are the asteroids or meteors or whatever that are falling down, these space rocks. They don't affect your ship. They're just, you know, graphical extras, but since they don't really serve a functional purpose, they slightly get on my nerves. I don't mind the background graphics. They're kind of nice. The Earth, or I suppose that's the Earth, and then an orbiting satellite, or stationary satellite perhaps. Now in Galaga, I always like to power up, double up my ships, even though that makes me a bigger target. You can power up your ship in this game, but it is different. Let's see what that looks like as soon as I have the opportunity. The ship just needs to come down. There we go. Put out its beam and swoop me up. Now hopefully I can shoot the enemy without getting shot first. Not always a given. There we go. Alright, so instead of doubling up my ship, it sort of expanded my ship with giving me larger bullets. They shoot a little bit on the slow side, so it's not rapid fire. The original Galaga seems more rapid fire than this, but still not a bad game. I like how the background changes a little with each level. Again, I could do without the falling rocks. Let's get sucked up again in the ship, see what happens. Power up my ship even more. Well, that wasn't good. I believe I shot myself. Hey, 58 of 58, can't argue. So far the game seems kind of easy. Already on the 4th level here, and it's not feeling too intense. Let's see if I can power up again. Oops, I just shot a potential... There we go. Alright, let's try to do it right this time. Let's see if I can power up my ship. See what happens. Oh, very close call there. There we go. Alright, I don't know. Doesn't seem to have powered me up any. Whoa, a boss. That's kind of cool. Oh, I seem to be shooting a little faster. Perhaps that's the power-up. Now, the original Galaga did not have bosses. And they could have, because there were bosses in previous games. You could perhaps call the Mothership in Phoenix a boss. And Zaxxon had a boss. If memory serves, Zaxxon came out before... Or I don't know, maybe Zaxxon came out... Off the top of my head, I don't have it in front of me. Zaxxon... Let me know in the comments, or I'll look it up after this. I can't remember which came out first, Zaxxon or Galaga. I should know that. Some kind of gaming historian. Alright, not doing too well on the challenge stages. Let me concentrate here. There we go. Alright. Again, the shooting's just not as fast as in the original Galaga. Don't really have a rapid fire feel. Still having a decent time though. You know, it's a good pick up and play game. And like I'd mentioned before, it's a little easy. So if you don't like bullet hell shooters or you don't want your games too extremely difficult, Galaga Arrangement on this Namco collection may be your game. If you do like shooters but you don't want them too difficult. Haven't even worked up a sweat yet. But it is a competent shooter, decent controls. I'm going to try to power up again and see what happens. I just tried to dodge one of those rocks a minute ago, but again, not necessary. Some pretty perfunctory shooting action going on here. That was an easy stage. 2-2. Come on. Amp it up, Galaga Arrangement. Give me the best you got. I hope you guys are having a good day, whether you're watching this on Saturday morning when I record it, or if you catch it at a later date. Like I said, we do have a Galaga machine in our game room, and my son has gotten extremely good at it. He can kick my butt on it. He can play for a very long time on one credit. Alright. Let me try to power up my ship again. Just gotta shoot that. Ah! Oh well. Got some extra lives there. Or at least one extra life. Not sure what happened there. I shot the bug, and then what looked like my ship simply crashed into me. Let me know in the comments what I'm doing wrong, what I missed out on. I'm pretty new to Galaga Arrangement. I've played it a time or two before, but just barely. So I'm learning as I go. Looks like I've got several ships here. Okay, now we're talking. Now there are some space rocks. Oh my goodness, a web? Those larger space rocks will actually hit you and you can destroy them, so at least they have some purpose. There you go. Now let me see what happens if I shoot this enemy and maybe I... Well, that was weird. Okay, I have rapid fire now, but the bullets are smaller. Somewhere online you can probably find how these power-ups work, but hey, I'm just gonna wing it, so to speak. Ooh, nifty background here. Again, a pretty easy game. I've still got 4 ships down there to the bottom right, as you can see. Let me try to get power up again and see what happens. Oh. Okay, here we go. I want to double up my ships like the original Galaga. Okay, I guess that powered me up again. Let's do it again. We got bigger bullets that time. I like blasting those moon rocks. They look like small moons or whatever with the craters coming down. Oh! I just crashed into my own ship, but I did score 1,000 points. As if that makes it worth it. Okay. Oh! There we go. Again, these stages are pretty darn easy to clear. Moving right along at 2-5. Oh my goodness, that's a cool boss. It's a kind of beetle of some kind. Dang. Just stay out of the way of those claws. Oh my, that's a heck of a beam. So the game is super easy for the first few stages, and then suddenly you've got this boss that you just need to figure out his pattern, perhaps. Ah, there we go, making a little progress. It's a heck of a beam. I wish I had some power up like that. That would be awesome. Okay, let's try to get this. There we go. All right. Boss bites the dust. Seems like Zaxxon. Did it come out in '82? I'm gonna have to look it up. After Galaga? It's such beautiful. It's so beautiful graphically. Anyway, short attention span theater, guys. Let's get back to Galaga Arrangement. Concentrating on that. I'm better at the original Galaga and the challenge stages, but overall, the game itself, I'm better at this version because it's just pretty easy. Other than that beetle boss, who would probably be pretty easy after I played it, you know, confronted him a couple of times, would probably be pretty easy. Lost a few lives there, but probably needlessly. Should have picked up on his movements a little sooner, a little quicker. Anyway, it looks like I've got one ship down there on the bottom right in stock, so maybe I shouldn't allow an enemy to capture me. Ooh, that was cool. Kind of reminds me of Millipede with the explosions there. Circular pattern action. Again, this is a cutesier game than Galaga, than the original Galaga, although the space stations and satellites in the back look, you know, relatively serious sci-fi look. Ooh, look at that Saturn-type planet in the background. What happened to it? Giant asteroid, or perhaps an alien invasion? I thought that enemy was going to go kamikaze on me, but not so much. Again, I just don't feel like this is a super challenging game. There's not a harder mode of play. I looked at the options before booting it up. I did start with 5 lives as opposed to 3. You can start with the default of 3 lives or go down to 1, but I did start with 5 lives, so that does make it a little easier. But since the beetle got me a few times, I am glad I started with 5 lives. The enemies just don't drop a lot of bullets, it seems like. They swoop around, and then when they start diving, they drop some bullets, but they just don't seem all that, you know, they're... You wouldn't, I don't know if you'd quite call this a cute-em-up, but I've played cute-em-ups that are tougher than this, that are more difficult. Anyway, it's a pleasant game. Not the worst Saturday morning I've ever spent playing video games. I do like that explosion that takes out several enemies. Huh, what's going on here? A little cluster bug. I wish I could shoot that Saturn. That'd be cool if, after this wave, that Saturn planet came to life and I could blow it up like some kind of... Oh, it got bigger. That's interesting. Am I getting closer to it? Oh, looks like I've earned another life there. So I will let the enemy capture me if I get that chance again. Oh, spoke too soon. Perhaps the game was mad at me for saying it was too easy. I tell you what, I'm going to let an alien capture me next time I get the chance, regardless. Interesting looking alien designs, not too bad. But just not that much challenge for a Galaga game. Galaga 90 on the TurboGrafx is my favorite Galaga game of all time. It is completely awesome. Oh, 2 bosses. That's cool. Wow, the difficulty just suddenly ramps up after... barely dodged that. After quite a bit of easy play, the difficulty suddenly amps up. Alright guys, well thank you for watching this gameplay video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I will see you guys next time.